What's up, guys? I've been meaning to do this video for a long time now and just haven't really been able to because I have so many different things going on. But I am a month out from having surgery, having the gastric sleeve. So this video is basically, and the series of videos I'm going to do here on this vlog channel, obviously my main channel is Black Diamond Guns and Gear, and we talk about obviously the things that are in the name, Black Diamond Guns and Gear. So if you want interested in that, head over to our regular channel and see those things. This one is my vlog channel that I want to talk about my personal stuff, you know, what's going on in life, family, all that kind of stuff like that, and to give you updates on the gastric sleeve surgery that I had done. So I guess I want to say it's definitely something that I never saw myself doing. Hold on, let me set this camera down. Okay, so definitely something I've never thought about doing up until the point to where I was 342 pounds. And for my 40-hour drive, I drive a truck. And I think I said all this in the last video. I drive a truck. I kept eating a lot because, you know, keep myself awake, that kind of thing. I just didn't really see myself losing weight because I've tried different diets and none of them worked. So, yeah, I said something about my dad, you know, being in the last video. If you want to watch that, go back and watch all that stuff. But basically, this is an update on how I'm doing now. So basically, with the gastric sleeve surgery, I'll be honest with you, a lot more difficult than I expected it to be. So being a month out now, I've been through my phases of food. The first phase, which is 2 weeks, is just liquid. I think the last video I did, I was at 4 days out when I had that. And I think I had lost, I don't know, like 22 pounds or something like that. I can't remember what the number was. Been a month ago. So, but on this one, I don't really want to show pictures of my big self and then show you pictures of myself. Like, if you want to look at those, you can go and see the videos that we've done on our main channel, Black Diamond Guns and Gear, because I have tons of videos up there where I'm the size I was at 342 and then what I am now. The thing is that this is not a vanity thing for me. I'm not doing it because I want to look better. Obviously, that will happen. But I'm not doing it because of that. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to be here for my kid, man. And maybe kids later on. That's the whole point of doing this. And saying that, I think that it is a sacrifice that you make because, you know, I'm 37 years old. I've had 37 years of eating crap, basically. Crap food. You know, I always try to do a little bit better in dieting, stuff like that, but of course, never really worked out, obviously. And doing that, I've had 37 years of eating basically what I wanted to because I love the way food tastes. Literally, I've heard people talk about, like, your food is your emotional connection. It's what you do to, I don't know, like, you binge eat because you trying to cope with something or whatever. I think all that is maybe true for some other people, but for me, people like me, I'm sure there's people out there like this, like me. I love the way food tastes. Period. That's all it is. Maybe there's a deeper emotional thing there that I don't know about, but I'm telling you right now, for the most part, I love the way food tastes. And to be honest with you, that is the hardest thing about doing the surgery. So like I said, I've done the liquid phase the first 2 weeks. Then they released me to go to puree stuff. And in the puree stage, I was really wanting to make a video showing you like what I eat. But to be honest with you, what I ate was very, very crappy. I mean, it was like protein shakes when I could take them. And I survived on beans and eggs. That's all there was. Because I was afraid to eat anything else. They told me basically if I have anything that's stringy and something like that, something like that can get stuck in your stomach and maybe hurt you. So I was just like, I'm not going to risk it. I've done all this. I'm not going to risk screwing up the stomach, you know, pouch or whatever that they have me, you know, made me or whatever. So I stuck to beans for the most part and eggs. That's what I ate, refried beans and eggs. And to be honest with you, you're not really hungry a whole lot, except for when you go out with people and watch them eat and you're like, man, I really wish I could eat some of that stuff. So that's really the only thing. In my opinion, all of the hungry is in your head because this surgery, it makes you not hungry. I mean, you're full after 3 bites, honestly. And for me, that's the most annoying part. So you make this food that is awesome. And my wife told me this too, and I didn't believe her. You make this food that's going to taste great. You know, you make, you know, this eggs that are just bomb eggs, like scrambled eggs with cheese on them, and, you know, maybe a little bit of salsa here and there, and it's going to tastes awesome. You take 3 bites and you're like, well, I can't eat anymore. And then you're not hungry for 4 or 5 hours, and you're like, oh, could I eat those leftover eggs I had earlier? Yeah, probably. But would I make it again? Yeah, probably. So it's just like, that's the most annoying part. Seeing the food that you used to think was amazing, which it still is. I mean, you used to think, you know what I'm saying? It's still amazing. You see in this food, and you're like, man, I can't wait to eat this. You actually eat it, you're done in 3 bites. That's how it is. That's the most annoying part about this. Now, so like I said, did the 3 steps or did the 3 phases. I don't know. I think that maybe some doctors are different, but my doctor set out. I had 2 weeks of liquid after the surgery. Then I had 2 weeks of pureed stuff, basically refried beans and eggs for me. And then after that, he released me to eat, softer foods that were meats and stuff like chicken, fish, tuna, and stuff like that. Which, I'll be honest with you, the first weekend that I had off, that I was able to eat things, 30 days out, I actually went on a trip for the channel, and I was able to eat. I didn't have stuff there with me that I can make, so I basically had to eat on the go. And I went to a bunch of different, fast food restaurants, and I, Chick-fil-A, stuff like that, where I had grilled chicken. Like, their grilled nuggets are really juicy, and I thought that was okay to eat. I ate a lot of chicken, man. But I did try almost every meat. I tried a hamburger. I could only get, 3 bites of it. I had grilled chicken for the most part, a lot. I did try pork. I could get that down, didn't have a problem with it. And then in the morning, I tried sausage and a bacon, egg, and cheese, like the inside of the biscuit, so I didn't eat the biscuit, but I had that. I'm basically trying to stick to a low-carb diet or a no-carb diet. And it kind of seemed to bother me for maybe about 10 minutes, but I think it's because of the fat and the gristle that are in it. Other than that, it went down fine, and I didn't have any problems with it, like 15 minutes after I ate it, so it was all good. As of right now, a month out, knowing what I know now, I wish I'd done this a long time ago, probably. And I think you hear everybody say that, unless they've had some kind of complications with it, which I have not. So, in my opinion, I wish I'd done this a long time ago, because I would probably have felt great. Because right now, after 4 days when I did that first video, I didn't feel so good. I was weak. I was kind of tired. Very... I was probably very emotional, the fact that I could not eat and I was basically starving myself because I was just having liquid. But, now I can eat chicken. I can eat, soft foods and stuff, anything I want, except for, I asked him about tortillas. I was like, I'd really like to have they make these 0-carb tortillas that are literally about the size of my palm, which is all I can basically eat. And I was like, can I have a tortilla and put some chicken on it, some sauce and cheese and all that stuff? And they said, wait another month and you could have that, because what they want to do is they say that your stomach, I guess, needs that area for protein versus having, tortilla in there, basically. So I'm waiting on that. But other than that, man, or women, or whoever's looking for this, I believe that if you believe there's no turning back, if there's no other option for you, and you think you've exhausted all of your diet options and all that stuff, and you really just want to get healthier, I would do it. I would do this, even though the hardest part for me was the couple days afterwards that you basically couldn't eat anything except for drinking water. You were really hungry for probably 4 or 5 days. After those 4 or 5 days, you're pretty much like in limbo, like you're not hungry anymore anyway, so you kind of quit thinking about it when it comes to food. In my opinion, it was worth it. I would do this 100 times over, even though the annoying part is I can't eat what I want, but that's the entire point of the surgery, right? So, all the thing is that it's a portion control. It is something that I could not do myself, and I needed the help to do it, and so here it is. Now, I have not had any problems with, a lot of people say you have problems with, what's it called? Acid reflux. I haven't had a problem with that yet. Not saying that I won't, but I haven't yet. I'm 30 days out, and now I'm starting to eat regular food and stuff. I have come completely off of all my medicine except for my blood thinner, which I was on, because I'm a driver and I've had blood clots in my legs before. But I just went to my blood doctor, and they said that basically the more substantial weight that you lose, that decreases your ability to produce like blood clots and stuff. So that's a good thing. So I'd say once I get up to my goal weight and I lose 100 pounds or whatever, that I'll probably come off that medicine too. For right now, I've came off my blood pressure medicine. I have came off of omeprazole, and I'm going to probably come off the Eliquis eventually. So it's all good things. It just lets you know that your body was not working the way it was supposed to when you're that big. You know, your body's not supposed to be that big. And for me, that was too big for me. So I noticed that there was no turning back, and I wasn't going in the right direction. So I had to do what was necessary to be here for my family. I hope this helps you decide to take it and to do the surgery. I will say that I give my recommendation 100% if you find a great doctor to do it. My doctor was Dr. Ray here at the Blunt Memorial Hospital. In my opinion, man, if this is what you are looking to do because you don't think there's any other way out, this is not the easy way out. A lot of people think it is. It's not. It's definitely work. It's definitely a month of work for sure that you're going to have to do. And after that, I think that you're good, honestly. After a month, I think as long as you stick to a low-carb diet, which you've probably done in the past anyway, I think you're good. And like I said, after 3 bites, you're full. So it's not like you know what I'm trying to say. You're missing the food because you miss the food in your mind, not because your stomach is actually empty and you're starving. That's not true. The one thing I will say, though, it's very hard to get my water in because of the smaller stomach, I guess. Maybe I'm getting ready to go back to work after being out for the surgery. So maybe going to work and being out and stuff, it'll make me more thirsty. I have seen that the more I do outside and the more stuff I do actively, it tends to make you thirsty, so you drink more. But as far as like sitting around at the house, it is very hard to get your water in unless you are like doing it specifically to get the water in. So from my experience, it is definitely worth doing if you are okay mentally enough to handle it. And that's all it is. It's all in your head. So I hope this helps you out in your decision to do the sleep surgery. From one big person to another, I'm still big. You know, I'm actually okay. I didn't tell you how much I weighed. 342 in the beginning. Now I'm under 300 pounds right now. I probably haven't been under 300 pounds since I was, I don't know, early 20s. So definitely worked for me. Like I said, a month out and I've already lost 40 something pounds, 43 pounds, something like that. So I would recommend it for anybody that's looking to do it. That's my opinion. I hope you take it, and I hope you decide to do it if that's what you're looking to do, because it's totally worth it. Yeah, I really don't know how to end this video because I'm used to doing like a certain like saying thing that I do on the other channel, the Black Diamond Guns and Gear channel. So I don't really know how to end this, other than I hope this helps you in a great way, and I hope that if you believe in Christ, I hope that you are good with Him. If you're not good with Him, I will get good with Him. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helps you make up your mind. Have a good one.